Well, hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a full face get ready with me. All I've done so far is I've put on my Too Faced Hangover primer. Next I'm going to be putting on, and this will be the first time that I've ever tried this. This is the MAC Strobe Cream. I just got the deluxe size in this. I've never used it before, but I saw Shan XO here on YouTube use. I may have gotten too much there, but I saw her I saw her use this, and I really liked what it did to her face. So, and she says that it kind of helps it feel, it's luminous, and it helps it feel a little bit hydrating. So that's kind of what I'm going for. My face is super dry. It's just that time of year that my face just dries out and nothing seems to help it. So I am also trying out a new foundation. So this is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I got it in the shade Yukon. Now, when I was reading this, let me pull my hair back so it's not a distraction. When I was reading up on this, it said that the best way to apply it is with your fingertips. So, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm hoping that this is the correct shade. I honestly do not know. And I'll get my fingers in there and just kind of smear it all over. And I will not get a full, oh wow. This is going to be some really good coverage. I'm impressed. If you hear talking in the background, we have 7 roommates right now, or 7 housemates. So, do a little bit of building up here and a little bit around my nose. Just because I want to make sure that that redness is covered. So yeah, so my friends from Florida came and they've been with me since late August, early September. And my best friend's house burned down Wednesday, and so she's been with me with her kids since then. So we currently have a house full. So I apologize if you hear the background noise. Like I was saying, I'm not going to be able to get a full wear test today because it is already like 6:30 at night and I'm getting ready to go out with the girls. So we're just going to try this, see how it does for the little while that I will have it on. And if I like the way that it wears throughout this evening tonight, whatever, then I may try to do a full wear test with it tomorrow. So this might be a kind of a 2-in-1 video. We'll see how it plays out. For concealer, I don't have a new concealer to try. I'm going to go ahead and use my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This one is my favorite. And I think that that shade in the Nars foundation. I think that that is a pretty darn good match for my skin. I am going to take a beauty blender and work that in. I had my nose pierced at one time, and so I have the scarring from it. And some foundations like to settle into that scar, and others it doesn't seem to bother. But I'm concealing my nose, trying to just add a little bit more coverage. I'm not going to set my face and I'm not going to set my concealer. I just find that, I said it before, whenever I set, it just looks terrible on me, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with my Moodstruck eye primer. And then I'm going to go straight into brows and get my brows on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. I'm sorry, brows take concentration. As you know, I tend to just fill them in, kind of outline the shape of them, fill them in where they're sparse, and try to keep them as natural looking as possible. And honestly, I should be using a mirror, not the camera on the screen, but it is what it is. Face feels very hydrated. It feels wonderful right now. For bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I just have the small one, and I've been using it for a while now, and I really do enjoy it. And I use a dual fiber brush. And this brush is by, is it Luxie? Yeah, it's the 524T. And it helps ensure that I'm not putting too much product on and having to blend it way out. So I really do like this in particular brush. I am going to add a little bit of blush. We're going to use my Younique Moodstruck Minerals blush in the shade Sweet. I try to, they are pigmented, and I try to make sure that I leave everything that I used in the description box. And I'm just going to brush that back kind of along that bronzer. And I did go in a little hard, but the blush disappears fairly quickly, so I'm not mad at it. Another new product that I got is this Revolution with the Soph collection collab. I'm not really sure which shade I want to use. I'm thinking, I'm really concerned. Let me try this one. Use the Mirabelle. That's what it's there for. My concern is that it's gonna be too dark, and I'm hoping that it won't be. I think I'm gonna mix that whiter shade over the top of that. And I'm just using an e.l.f. highlighting brush. And I don't even know if you can see it. This one's bam, right there. That side, I'm struggling to get it to pop. There we go. All right, now I see it. I am gonna use this Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. I love the blendability of these shades. They just go on like a dream. They blend out smoothless and like seamlessly. Just, I'm in love. I'm picking up the shader brush from Eco Tools. Words are hard. And I'm gonna go in, I think I wanna go in with the shade right here, and that will be my transition. That is called Love and Pumpkin. And let's come in close. And we're just gonna pop that in our crease. Work that in. I did not set my eye primer. I want the pigments to be vibrant and to show, so. And even though I didn't set that, these shades are so creamy. They literally just blend right out. Somebody is opening and closing doors. That's the ding that you're hearing in the background. Let's do, I kind of want to go in here with this pumpkin spice and just deepen that up. And I'm like barely tapping in. We're going to deepen that up a little bit. But I kind of want that Love and Pumpkin to still pick out, to still peek. Oh my goodness. I want the Love and Pumpkin to still peek out. So I'll go back in and add a little bit more. But let me get this shade in there. And currently using the same brush that I used that for Love and Pumpkin. I pick up a blending brush. This is the JH32. Go back into Love and Pumpkins. And I'm going to blend that out up here. Bring it up just a little bit. The problem is that I have a little bit of a hooded eye. Okay, it's not a little bit. I have hooded eyes. So if I don't bring the shade up high enough, when I open my eyes, you won't see that color. So I really want to make sure that you're going to be able to see that color, that you're also going to be able to see the pumpkin spice. So same brush, going in more into the crease down below that Love and Pumpkins. just blending. Trying to get in where you can see what I'm doing, but also so I can see in my mirror at the same time. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between this and that Love and Pumpkin and just make sure that I'm not losing that shade. I really want to go in with, oh my gosh, come on Val, pull it together. This beautiful shade right here, it is called Sweater Weather. It's gorgeous. That I am going to put on the lid. I'm kind of bringing it on the lid up to the crease. I am using the JH41. There is some fallout. I did not wet this. I want to put it on dry. I think it's looking good so far. Now I kind of want to pick up, there's this shade right here. It's beautiful. It's called, there's a more true color to it, Blushing Pumpkins, and it looks like it's a duochrome. I'm going to pick some up with my brush, and I am using the packing brush that I used for my lid already. I cleaned it off, and I'm gonna wet it because I think that's gonna be the best way to get, just to get the pigment that I want out of it. And let's come in, we're gonna pop that right here in the center. Something like that. Do the same on this eye. I did bring that up into the crease a little bit. So let me make sure that I do the same on this one. Let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line. Pick up the JH43. We're gonna go into this one right here called Fall Into Fudge. Of course. And I know better. I need to use my mirror. We're going to run that closely to the lash line. Same with the other side. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the JH39, and we're going to go into the shade right here called Something Sweet. And I am using a dry brush, but I'm going to wet it. Just using the MAC Fix Plus. Kind of packing that color in. Trying to get the pigment on there. I'm also going to use that for the brow bone highlight. And now we're going to move on to eyeliner. For eyeliner, I'm going to use my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On. So we're going to go ahead and use that in the shade Perversion, which is the black one. For the upper, I'm going to use Avon True Color Liquid Eyeliner. And I don't think I've used this one yet. But this one has a felt tip on it. Which I think I kind of prefer the felt tip. So I've tried a few new products tonight. We'll kind of see how they wear, if they last throughout the evening, evening/night. If they don't make it through, you know, a couple of hours tonight, then obviously it's not worth it. But, and if they do, then I'll go ahead and try again tomorrow and probably combine the two videos together and just make one long video. I'm going to go ahead and use my new favorite mascara, which is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I'm loving this. You've seen me apply this several times, so I'll go ahead and get this on and be right back. Alright, so mascara's on. For lips, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop in the shade Layover. Add a little bit of a fall touch to that look. I mean, we are using the Pumpkin Spice palette, so. And that's the final look. Well, hello and good morning. We're going to be playing with this Too Faced Sugar Cookie palette this morning. It's been a little while since I played with it, so I just wanted to pick it up and play with it this morning. So that's what we're going to do. I have my base face done. I need to throw on some shadows. Same thing as always. I am using the Nars Radiant Long Lasting foundation that I tried the other day. We're going to see, kind of do a wear test and see how it wears throughout the day. Right now I have the dewy, glowy finish that I really enjoy. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and go into this lighter brown shade. And this is on a Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. And I'm just going to run that through my crease. Just get that color on. I'm going to go into that darker brown. And I'm going to darken up that crease. So that's what we're going to do now. There we go. And come in a little closer. I know we're bringing this down towards the lid, which is totally fine. And just gonna blend that out. I don't want to take it too terribly high, but I do want it blended. So we'll do this eye. And I'm hoping I'm at an angle that you can see what I'm doing. I'm using my mirror up above. I really, excuse me, I really like this brush for this crease area. This is going to be a pretty simple look we're doing today. Go in with this darker shade, and I'm going to try it dry. Looks like a dark purple eggplant color. And put that on the lid. And I will clean up all that fallout. Just want to get that color down to start. That is really dark. Let me do a little bit of cleanup and I'll be right back. Go ahead and grab my blending brush, and I'm going to take that lighter brown that we started with, and I'm just going to blend right up above that. And once again, if you hear voices, we have 7 new people living with us, so we have a house full and there really is no escaping it. So I apologize for that ahead of time. I feel like I am not loving, I don't know, I'm not loving the way that this is turning out. I want to take, let's see here. Kind of want to take this color on my finger and put that right in the center. Now I'm going to take that darker brown and I'm going to run that underneath. Trying to keep it really tight into my lash line. Not going to do a brow bone highlight. I'm not going to do an inner corner highlight. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some Urban Decay 24/7 pencil eyeliner in the shade Perversion, which is black. Just in the waterline. Throw on some mascara. We're going to use the Lancome Monster Big mascara, my new favorite. I will check in with you at the end of the day and let you know how this face makeup held up, how the foundation held up and whatnot. For lips, I'm going to use my Ulta Beauty Tinted Juice Infused Lip Oil in Tea Rose. one, I love this color. Two, my lips need the hydration. And this is not a sticky formula. I really like the way that it just glides on. And there we have it. That's the final look. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be back later to check in. So here we are, end of the day, and I just wanted to give an update on my foundation, how it held up. So we're gonna come in a little close. I am in my bathroom, probably not the best lighting ever, but it seems to have worn off like on my chin and around my nose and my forehead. I didn't notice it getting cakey or anything like that, where sometimes the foundation tends to break up and look cakey and just kind of gross. It didn't do that. It just kind of wore off throughout the day. I put this on about 7 o'clock this morning. It is about 7:30 p.m. same day, so it has been a full 12 plus hours that I've had it on. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's super long lasting. Like it says that it's the Radiant, you know, the Nars Radiant Long Lasting Foundation. I wouldn't say that it's long lasting. It made it probably a good maybe 6 hours, but then it just started slowly falling apart and coming off my face. So here we have it. This is it. And that's my review. So again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads. And have a wonderful evening or the rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for you. Thank you very much.